welcome back to my channel. My name is Olive Nkirote and this is Olive Nkirote Rebranded. I've been meaning to really grow my Twitter account, but I really didn't have the tips in mind, and honestly I didn't know where to start because it's not a platform that I have played around with. So I found my fellow sister queen known as JEAN WANDIMI. So she's a fellow Kenyan content creator and we have decided to do a collaboration on this. So right now in a few minutes guys, I will bring on JEAN onto my channel and she's going to show us and spill all the Twitter tips that we need. As you guys can see, this chick is killing it in Twitter. So for all the Twitter fans, for all the people who've been wanting to grow their Twitter accounts, JEAN is here to show you guys. And because this is a collaboration, that means I am also be sharing tips on her channel as well. Tips on how now to grow your Instagram account. So this is a collab guys. As she shares with us tips on how to grow our Twitter accounts, I will be sharing with you guys tips on how to grow your Instagram account. So if you also want to watch that, definitely head on over to her channel, JEAN WANDIMI, and then you're gonna find me there sharing all the secrets and all the tips that I have for you to grow your Instagram account. So let's get into this video.
Hi guys, today I'm hopping onto Olive Nkirote's channel. It's a new face, but anyway, my name is JEAN WANDIMI. As Olive has mentioned, I am a YouTube content creator. I create content about how to make money online, so be sure to check out my channel. In today's video, I want to show you about Twitter and how a brand can really grow on Twitter. I've been in Twitter for many years. I've done even videos about how to grow to 10K on Twitter. I've been somebody who really knows a lot about Twitter marketing. So today I really want to show how people with small businesses or medium businesses can grow on Twitter and how brands can really make use of Twitter. I've seen so many brands ignoring Twitter, and Twitter has this amazing platform where you can converse with different people real time. You don't need permission to hop on any conversation on Twitter. It's not like limiting the way Instagram is. Twitter, you can basically look for a topic and jump into it as a brand and start talking and get your people. You can even deliver value. You can look for people asking questions and respond to their question with your brand information. So that's really nice. We have such a platform like Twitter. So Olive told me that she needed some help on Twitter because she's been lagging behind and she knows it's a platform that she can really make use of. And I thought this is something I can really do. The first thing you need to look at on Twitter is your bio. Twitter has this way where it allows you to have a header image and also a small image. So for brands, the small image should be your logo of your brand or even an image that has to do with your brand. The bigger image should be your header image that showcases everything that you can. You have a lot of real estate to play with here. You can put your products, your services, words, different things. Don't put emojis, don't put random photos, put interesting things about your brand. Canva has a nice Canva is a nice platform where you can design your header image and your profile image. You can even get somebody, a professional, to design that for you. Then let's come to the bio. To the bio, make sure you already know what your brand is doing. Make sure you show the value that your brand is doing. For example, if I am a social media marketer, I would say that my name is JEAN, or JEAN social media marketer, helping brands grow on Twitter or stuff like that. And I link my website. So make sure you link your website and also the location there. Those are different small things that really people look at. And then another thing that brands should do is have a contact information there. What if I want to reach you? How do I reach you? And sometimes you can even open your DMs. DMs are your direct messages or your private messages on Twitter. So you can open your private messages for people to ask questions about your brand. I really love brands that have an open DM. That way I don't have to always tweet them. I can just DM them and ask them, okay, KPLC, what's wrong with my units? Or Blue Band Kenya, tell me more about your new peanut butter, or stuff like that. You know, you can be able to ask the brand and they can respond directly to you. So make sure you're leaving your door open for people. The next thing is visuals. Many brands forget about visuals a lot. I have seen so many brands link their maybe their Facebook with their Twitter, and then their Twitter is just so generic. It's just check out what we did, facebook.com, blah blah blah. Like, people don't even know what it is, and it's just something. They've just linked their Facebook and their Twitter, but they don't make any content for Twitter. Let me tell you, when it comes to social media, you can't be lazy as a brand. You have to really make sure that whatever you have made content for Twitter, you have made content for Facebook. It can be the same content, but make sure you optimize for all the sites. So make sure you use images. If you already have images you're posting on Instagram, bring them here. Try and use a tool like IFT. If this then that, I think that's what it's called. If this IFTT, oh yeah, try use a tool like IFTT, which can be able to link everything you do on Instagram to Twitter with an image. I believe that tool is amazing if you really don't want to continue creating content, but make sure you have really taken care of the images. You're really putting nice images. Also remember, video is really big on Twitter. There's a course that you can do on video. It's free. It's called Twitter Flight School. You can check it out and you can be able to showcase different videos. Twitter video is a bit restrictive. It only allows like 2 minutes worth of video, and I've noted when you post like exactly 2 minutes, it gets cut off. So make sure you post like 1.58 or something like that, just shy of 2 minutes. So make sure you make use of visuals and not just do tweets. Also guys, the character limit was increased from 144 to 248 or 288, yeah, whatever. It was increased by almost double. Guys, make sure you make use of that real estate. There's so much you can put there, information. Then one thing I also love about Twitter, it allows you to put information, hashtags, a lot of things in one tweet. The next thing is make sure you put and retweet useful tweets. So I've seen so many brands, you're a brand and then you're tweeting something about, let's say you are a hospital and then you're tweeting something about Dr. Elaine's and Quarantine Radio. The two don't really make sense. Even if you're a small hospital and you're run by one person, the two don't make sense. Make sure you're tweeting and retweeting things that are useful for your brand. For example, I would never post anything about politics on my platform. I always tweet and retweet stuff about digital marketing, life, personal development, self-help. That's my niche. At the end of the day, it doesn't make sense for me to come and start saying, oh, Tory Lanez did this. Okay, well, I could because I'm alone, but on my brand page, no. Don't. I have nothing against Quarantine Radio. In fact, I enjoy it, but make sure you're just posting the important things. Next thing is make sure you're engaging with your people. If somebody asks a question, make sure it doesn't go unanswered. Make sure you're very active. You're talking to the people, you're talking to your audience, you are responding to queries, you are jumping into conversations, obviously wisely. Make sure none of your questions goes unanswered, none of your comments goes unanswered. Talk to people, send people things, like just try and be conversational when it comes to Twitter and increase your engagement. And that's one way you can increase your engagement is by asking questions, doing polls, doing threads, doing like trivias A or B, and people can decide what they want. Those are interactive ways. The next thing is to show up on real time every week. Make sure you're showing up to the conversation, taking part. Don't let it be that one plant that you water once like in a week and then you remember, oh my god, I've not watered my plant, and then you come and you post. No, for brands you need to be every week at least posting. I would rather you post like thrice a week other than just posting once a week and posting a lot of things at once. So on Twitter, you really need to take part in everyday conversation. Try to pop in. It's not that one platform where you can schedule things and just post and never interact with people. It's a place where you really need to interact, and that's how you grow. The next thing is that you can really interact as well with media personalities, with celebrities, with influencers, people who are already big in the Twitter sphere or the Twitter ecosystem. So you can be able to interact as a brand with these people in a smart way, not just inundating them with most of your links and sending them promotional stuff, but being very careful on how you are approaching the conversation and just being conversational, being human. In as much as you're a brand, just be human. At the end of the day, it's a person who is behind all these platforms. So you can find a way to really talk to people in that way. The next thing is just being consistent as a brand in whatever messaging you have. Don't pivot today. I don't know, today you are making, let's say it's services. Today you are doing digital marketing and then you pivot. Tomorrow you're doing consultancy on finances. Like, make sure your message is clear. You're forever posting, being consistent in your brand story. Obviously, if brands pivot, a lot of things happen. brands change their name, but be very consistent in how you're doing your messages, your voice, your colors, everything. So be very consistent in what you're doing every week. Show up. It just has to do a lot with even the frequency and everything I was saying with about how you need to show up every week for your brand to grow. Olive, remember, you need to show up for your brand. Remember that you really need to show up for your brand every day. Don't post like twice and then you get tired and then you're like, Twitter doesn't work. Make sure you're posting. This goes to you, Olive, as well as your followers. The next is really showcase your products and services and how they work. If let's say you're selling a product, like you're selling shoes, make sure you're showcasing your shoes, your range, show people who are wearing the shoes and post them a lot on Twitter. However, also if you are selling a service, make sure people know exactly what your services are. I really have this thing where I say, like, somebody should exactly know what you're doing when they look at your bio and when they look at your Twitter bio as a brand. I don't come to your brand and then I'm figuring, what do these people do again? I want to know out of just first glance. So make sure that is communicated well through your bio, through your imagery, through your text, even your pinned tweet. Make sure you're making use of that real estate right there. Making sure, like, for example, if it's your first tweet and maybe you are not able to talk about everything you do on your bio, you can put it on your pinned tweet and people can be able to see what you do. The next thing is to make sure you're doing the 80-20 rule when it comes to marketing. 80% of the time you should be delivering value, educating, providing information, conversing with people, and then 20% of the time you should be marketing. I really hate when a new brand is on Twitter and it's already saying, buy this, get 20% free, and it's tagging random people even who have nothing to do with the brand. So make sure you're really smart on how you do it. Keep a balance, just provide the value. Trust me, the people are going to come. If let's say it's shoes you're selling, again, I love this example. If it's shoes you're selling, show your different types of shoes or show how to style shoes. When people notice that, oh, these guys are showing us how to style shoes, different like types of shoes you can wear, stuff like that, and even you're not really just plugging your brand there, people can be able to see, oh, these guys are called XX shoes, let me check out what they are doing, and they can be able to come to your brand, and that way you can even get a sale. So guys, those are just tips on how you can make use of your Twitter and how you can make your Twitter grow as a brand. It's very hard to grow on Twitter, but trust me, once you get to like 1,000, that's it. After that, it's easy to grow. It's very hard to grow on Twitter, but if you're very intentional, trust me, you can really grow very quickly and you can shorten the learning curve and you can make use of personalities to shout out your brand. Be very careful, however, how you do it. Make sure you're doing the 80-20 rule. You're not inundating people with a lot of messages of your brand. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for having me on this channel. If you want me to come back to this channel, just comment down below. We also did a video with Olive for Instagram because I struggle with Instagram.
Jean invited me. She was like, girl, give us tips on how to grow our Instagram accounts organically. Like this year I've kind of got a footing of what I should be doing, and that's what I'm here to share with you guys. Let's get into this video.
And I love this balance that we have where I was talking about Twitter and Olive was talking about Instagram. So be sure to check out the video here. Yeah guys, all the details on my links are down below. Thank you very much. Bye.